Do you know that some people will dream of making money each day and they will have a target of making at least $10 per day, only for them to notice that the one they have is already gone? And the more they deposit, the more they are losing. And they ask themselves, is there no simple way we can trade, at least be constant in making profit? At least once in a day you will close with $5, at least, because when you calculate making $5 every single day, for example, you make $5 every single day, you'll be asking yourself, is this what I am making? When you do this thing, you do it like 30. You know what that means? You do something like this, like 30. It's a huge sum of money. So the target you have sometimes will not work. Why? Because that is just a dream. And if wishes were horses, even beggars will be riding on it. So it's not something that it's not all about wish. Some will have a target of $10, Some will have this as their budget. At the end of the day, it will not come to pass. So that at the end of the month, they will just do it times 30. You know what that means? So they'll be closing with huge sum of money. And at the end of the day, that will not happen. Why? Not because you are not trading very well, but because something is missing. All right, if maybe you are looking for a way to be trading and be making at least small profit, like you'll be taking like you take like 5 cents, $1, $2. You know what I mean? At least you'll be closing your trade with $1. And I'll also be telling you some of the simple things that you can be doing to raise that your small capital. All right, let's move down to the business. You'll be adding these indicators on our screen very fast. We'll be adding moving average 10. We'll be adding moving average 10. We'll be making the background color to be white. And I'm using exponential. This is it. Moving average 10. And I'm using exponential. Some people are saying for a period of time now, you are only doing a video that those who are using smartphone are using. What of some of us who don't trade using smartphone? How then do we? I told them that all the video that is applicable, that is applicable on smartphone, you can also use it on your PC. The difference is that when we analyze it on the smartphone based on the portrait position of the smartphone, it may look different than what you will be seeing on your computer. But believe me, it is the same thing. So that is why I come up here also, so that I can clarify some of those things and help you to put up some certain things in order. All right, let's add up one more time. Let's add moving average 20. So this time I'll be making the color to be something different, like let's see, we can use spring grain. Something like this. I think something like this is okay. Good. Now, for more clarity, we can add up something lower based on when you read the market carefully. Let's just come down a little bit with something like $4. Yes, let's just add this. Then I'll be using something thick. Let's see what we can use. This one will not be. Let's use gold green rod. Okay, it's okay. All right. This is what simple thing you can be using. Now, when you take a journey to your 1 hour time frame, this thing we are doing is very easy. But the problem we are having is people don't know what to do and to do it at the right time. So they keep believing that things will happen based on this strategy they are using. And in my previous video, I have told you that the secret of the successful traders is not on the strategy. And ever since I posted that video, some of the content creators here have been attacking me for saying that, and I will say it one more time even in this video. The secret of forex trading is not on strategies. Strategies is what we use to complement. Strategies is what you use to fish out fake signals. Strategy is what you use to confirm what you think in your mind. Do you get that? Strategy is what you use to be sure that what you are doing, because when you study your candlestick pattern, you'll be seeing the market going up like this. When I mean, you'll be seeing the market going up like this, coming like this, going like this in this movement. So when the market is going into this direction, how do you fish out that these are the support zone, that these are the resistance zone? How do you fish those things out? That is when to apply strategies. But you must know the structures of the market. You must know the foundational movement of the market. You must know the analysis of the market. You must study your candle in details so that you will know the price action movement and all the rest of them. Then with indicators, you can easily fish them out. We can use MACD, RSI, and any of them. With that, you are good to go. And once you have done that, nothing is there again for you to do than to use them to clarify. For example, in this market now presently, when this thing started moving in this move like this, when it started going to this direction like this, if you don't have those indicators, you will not know that this thing did not cross over to this place, that it tried to cross, which let's assume you just use on the candlestick pattern. You know what that means. The candlestick pattern is good, then you use the moving averages to confirm it. With that, you have already started making profit because you are sure of what you are doing. That is how simple the market can be. Do you get that? I know that it's not going to be easy, because the pressure of placing trade is where the major issue is, and it's not as easy as you think. All right, so how do you apply this thing? How do you make use of this thing? Currently now, if you watch what is happening in your 1 hour time frame, if you check what is happening in your 1 hour time frame, you'll believe with me that currently now what is trading here is this. So, and there is a cross here, but this cross, since this thing is 1 hour time frame, you have successfully traded these two candles, and currently now we have something here to be careful with. Do you get that? We have something here to be careful with. So once you have something like this, and we also have previous this thing, so this is some of the things you should be careful with, because we'll have all these things here. And once we have all those things, remember what trend lines can do. When you draw your trend lines like this, it will help you to know that this is where this market tried to break out from here. Do you get that? So this thing now break out from this angle. So which means if you are to follow it squarely, you will know that normally that this thing may come up to this point, to this axis, to this place, and after crossing these things, getting to somewhere like this, it may start pulling back to this axis. And once that happens, it will stop somewhere here, making this one at this place. So once this thing stop here, if the market goes down beyond this, that is to say that the market now keep pushing down. Or if this thing cross below this place, it means that the market have broken out from this axis. By so doing, the market remains under bearish move. Did you see the diagram? So that is how the market is. So what we do, once you analyze the market ahead of time, you don't trade because you open and you saw that the candle is moving. You have to be calculative to see what this candle may do. And I want to say this one more time to all my viewers all over the world, to all my returning subscribers, to everyone that believes in what we do. I want to say this one more time. Please take this from me. If you place a trade for any reason, and at the end of the day, you are not successful in that trading, that particular one. It's not every market you place must end with profit. Get that into your mind. That you close a trade with loss doesn't mean that you are not a profitable trader. But when it becomes a problem is when you constantly and always you deposited something like $500 in a month. At the end of the day, you are struggling to hold $10 in your account. That is where the problem is. That is where you need serious attention. But if you traded like you trade and you raise this thing like 700, then along the line the thing reduced to 650, that is market for you. Because the next day, because you use what you have to take the risk, that is how market works. So the next day you may bring up this thing to 800. That is how market grows. So one of in my little time of trading with people, raising people, mentoring people, I've come to realize that one of the challenge people are having is that if they make loss, like they place this trade around this place for thinking that it's going to come up like this, so the losses they make from here to this place, they will try to use this one to recover it, or they will leave boom 1000 and go over to 500 to recover it from here. Sometimes they go to VX, they go to VX to recover it from there, which is very, 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 very bad. You can only do that when you see a good opportunity or good entry point. Even if you are seeing that thing as an entry point, please analyze to see the future of the market, or you backtest to see what just happened in the previous market. Because if you are not too sure of what happened in the previous market, it may surprise you that your prediction of the market, which you think will go up like this, which after seeing this thing, you will not know if it will go like this or it will come up like this. So that you be careful to identify when the market is doing a consolidation, because that is one of the things that breaks people's heart. Now, when you look at this market completely, when you look at this, can you see what just happened now? Can you see what just happened? The market spiked back. So if you see this size of the spike, if you go to 1 minute time frame, you will see that something happened in 1 minute time frame. If you go to 1 minute time frame, you will see that something happened in 1 minute time frame, which is this. Let me reduce it so that you will see. All right, with this thing you are seeing, nobody will remind you that this market is already in moving bearish. So how do you use this thing to take at least 10 candles or 5 candles successfully? If possible, if you know your trade, you can hold it for a long time and you'll smile home. How do you do that? It's simple. 1, when you check your higher time frame and see that red is coming up like this, please, before the market get to this point, that is from here to this place, take your trade. From here to this place, take your trade. From here to this place, take your trade. As simple as that. Don't allow it to get to the previous support zone. No, don't allow it to get to the previous one. Just take it as simple as that. That is how you can do it, and you will not regret your market. All right, let's just backtest a little to see how accurate joining when this cross happened. Let's see how effective it can be. Will it deceive you? Will it fail you? Check it out. Check it out. Can you see that? I'm talking about just using 1 minute time frame. Now, if you're asking me for zoom level, if you're using your smartphone or you're using your PC, any zoom level is applicable. I mean, any zoom level is acceptable. Sorry. So any zoom level you use is acceptable. You can use any zoom level at all, and you will not make any mistake on that. That is how simple this thing can be. Let me zoom out a little for you to see that the changes did not happen Now look at this. Even when the market is moving, even when there is a reversal, at the presence of reversal, you can still take something out of the market. Look at here. Look at here. You have something here. Can you see that? Let's see. Did it fail in any way? Even right in this place, did it fail? Not at all. That is how this market can be. Now, when you want to use this thing to catch a spike, please, you need to be very, very careful with it, because you can't do this even on you can't do this using this 1 minute time frame. I think for me not to confuse you, or for you not to be confused, I think I should make another video for you on this particular video, but on this particular catch and spike, using just this simple thing. I have done this thing, similar thing like this. I just want to clarify you, and for those who don't have this, please use this. You will not make that losses anymore. Now, some people will say, but you are using, look at what I showed you. You are using, but I don't know what you are saying. You are using, you are not using the current market to show us. Then how do we do it? Because the issue is not showing us here. The issue is getting into work. All right, let's just use the current market now and see what the market is saying. All right, with this now, I don't want to, with this thing now, if you check this right away, you will see that the market here, this is the current market, is making a cross from this angle, and now it's coming up to this area. So if this thing should come up to this area, you will see that each of these things will make an agreement. So once they make an agreement, this one will not come. This is what we are looking at for. So, but before this thing will make an agreement, it's not immediately makes, just before this thing will make an agreement, it's possible that this thing will spike back. So that is why you need to be very, 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 very careful when doing this thing. So use any of the zoom level that can help you to see how the market is moving. But remember that you must visit your higher time frame. And that is why I always want to beg you, trade when the market is making the right move. When you do that, you will never lose that trade. And if you place a trade, don't be greedy. Don't be greedy. I mean, don't be greedy. It pains my heart the way people can. You don't have, and now you manage to get profits. Instead of you to close your trade and leave, you are there. Don't do that. All right. My name is GDFX, and this simple thing you are seeing here is happening. You just try this. It will surprise you that the big indicators you are talking about, it will surprise you that these simple things can be of a great help to you. Try this. You will thank me later. Thank you, my returning subscribers. Please, I beg you to subscribe to our videos. Please subscribe. 85% of people who are watching our videos are not subscribing. Please, I beg you to subscribe. What we have here on the screen is just 3 indicators. Just 3. 10 EMA, 20 EMA, and 4 EMA. That is what you have. That is what you have. Just this is what you have. At the cross, place your trade and avoid this. Avoid this. So once you see this thing cross, if there is any resistance level here, that this thing move forward, is that something, the candle that is trending on the higher time frame is purely a bearish candle. So you too can be careful when you want to do this. And if you have not joined the challenge class, please join it. People are making it here already, and each time I have time to place to drop something, I always do so. Please do that, and you never regret one bit of it. Thank you.